Hello YouTubers, Fiascotje here and welcome to another edition of the weekly rant. Today I'm joined by TheChudude, Handsball and Fiascotje. Sadly there's no baseball lover, he couldn't make it, but at least we've got these three brilliant people. How are you guys doing?
Doing great.
Great.
So, today we'll be discussing the Vuelta roundup. So basically today's, as this is recorded, also as it's being shown to you guys, it's the very final stage, it's a team, an individual time trial. I don't know why I keep saying team time trial. Also when I recorded MLC, I also said team time trial in this stage. But the Vuelta is pretty much over. Alberto Contador has won it in front of Chris Froome. I'm pretty sure nobody expected that going into this race. Everyone had their eyes on Nairo Quintana, but in the end, Contador took it. So let's go over this last week. It's been for me, it's been kind of a lackluster weekend because we've gotten so used to seeing one guy dominate. Now we're in three favorites cross the line together. It's kind of like, is this all? But I guess that's that. See, the thing is, I've been complaining about this. In the Tour de France, I was kind of complaining one guy's dominating. Now that we have three favorites finishing together, I'm still complaining. So there's no such thing as perfect cycling. But TheChudude, what would you prefer to watch? Would you rather watch three guys finish together as Valverde, Contador and Froome has been doing, or would you rather watch Nibali just destroy everybody?
Well, you know, this is pretty rare because like, if you look back, how often do you have three guys that finish within, what, 2 minutes, 3 minutes? So it's pretty rare. Even Aru was pretty close in there as well. So we had generally 5 guys who were competing. You know, Aru still took stages. Yeah, there was stages there for Valverde as well, and Froome didn't take a stage, surprisingly, but, you know, it was so interesting because there was a contrast of riding style. We saw Contador, Valverde making a lot of attacks. Froome rode it differently. He rode it more, you know, to wattages and, you know, rode his own rhythm, which was a bit different, and it made it interesting. Like, you know, a lot of people might not have watched it as closely because end of the season, and looking back, this is probably one of the more entertaining Grand Tours. It was very close, but we still lacked, like, you know, a lot of moves. But, you know, it is what it is, and it was entertaining, and Contador deserved the win. I mean, you can't argue anyone was much better, but with Quintana, it would have been a lot different. I think it would have been so much more interesting as well, you know.
Just imagine, like, a three-way tie for first place between Froome, Contador and Quintana. That would be some story to tell, but I keep looking back at this and thinking, what an epic Tour de France we could have had. Instead, we got an epic Vuelta a España.
Yeah, true.
But I would have preferred the Tour to be like this. But Fives and Handsball, what do you guys want to see the most? Do you want to see Nibali winning, or do you want to see these three guys going head to head?
At least I want to see these three people finishing together. That's just one guy dominating is no fun at all to really watch. That's what happened at the Tour. The Tour was just Nibali going, Nibali going, Nibali going. Now it is three people fighting. We saw Contador even struggling at some stages. So if Quintana was there, it would have been even better. But Contador did a good job.
I totally agree with Fias.
Okay.
That's nice.
A fun fact though is that before the final stage, before the 20th stage, Contador only had like 1 minute gap down to Froome, and that 1 minute gap was created on the time trial. I mean, this is just blowing my mind. Froome lost a minute to Contador on the time trial, so if
even in the TTT as well, the first stage, Froome lost time.
Exactly. Yeah. So if Froome was on point on his time trial, they would be tied. Like, if Froome was actually the Froome we know, and he would be beasting and feasting, he would have actually been up there. Like, he would have been only losing by 10 seconds. Like, this could have been a Andy Slick versus Contador from Tour de France 2011, 9? I still don't know what year that was. What year was it?
10.
Was it 10? Yeah. Oh, we could have had a repeat of that. And I really wanted to see that, but
I kind of think that Froome didn't feel good first week or second week, so he may have went for a stage win in the last week, but surprisingly went really good, and now he's just, I don't know.
I can't believe how many times that Froome got dropped though. Was it the 16th stage? No, it was the 18th stage, the one Aru won, where Froome got dropped like, no, actually, which stage was it? Aru won 2 stages. Which Aru stage was it?
It was stage 18. That's Aru and Froome were together, and the 3 Spaniards were behind that fighting.
Oh, because I was thinking that was the stage where, I'm thinking of the stage where Froome fell behind like 5 times and Carlton Kirby was like, oh my god, Froome is behind, he's gonna lose so much time, this is his Vuelta a España. Oh, he came back, oh, he's gone. Oh, he came back, oh, he's gone. I mean, he took a page out of Fulsang's book right there. Fosang did that in the Tour de France 2012, and now Froome's been doing it here. I really think that's actually a very interesting style to ride. To not be like attack and go, stop and go like Contador, Rodriguez and Vuelta were doing. Froome was just riding his own pace until he found his form, and I gotta say I enjoyed that.
I feel like this would have been so much closer if the time trials, like, it would have been closer. It would have changed the results, because Froome would not have been like pacing Contador up stage 20 like yesterday. Contador would have had to pace as well, and Froome was just doing all the work yesterday, and Contador was just wheel sucking. I mean, if the time trials weren't like that, and Froome was leading the Vuelta, Contador would be the one who has to attack and pace, whereas Froome was just pacing pretty much the whole time, and Contador just sucked him and then attacked when Froome was dead, pretty much.
So what you're saying is time trials ruins Grand Tours. Is that what you're saying?
No, because for someone to win a Grand Tour, you have to be good at all forms. You have to be good at everything, and that's why I don't even mind having cobblestones in it. You're having the most superior all-round rider. It's not just the best climber who wins it. It's also a guy who can get through the crosswinds on the flats as well. That's really important, and it just keeps traditional cycling. I feel like it. Yeah.
What do you think, Handsball? What do you think?
I think a diverse tour is always nicer to see, and it's also more complete. Like, you always get a really complete rider winning it. Then, like in Vestdiev, Nibali did really good in the cobble stage and basically won because of it. So I like to see these sort of things. And TTs, well, I don't really think they destroy the tours, but they definitely make a difference for some riders. Like Quintana is maybe really good in like uphill slopes, but he isn't that good in time trials. So
we saw that.
Yeah. I think it just makes it more close in some ways, tours.
Okay, I can see that. So let's talk about the biggest surprise of the Vuelta a España. Like, Fias, what was your biggest surprise? Going into the Vuelta a España, who did you not expect to do well, that did well in the end?
Who is that? I think Froome and Contador. I didn't expect a lot of them. Maybe they are just going for the fun there because they didn't do good in Tour.
That's still Grand Tour for fun.
Yeah, but the Contador had a broken tibia, and how I don't really get how fast he recovered from that. It's so weird. In 1 month, he has just he's fully recovered. I don't get, and then now he wins the Vuelta. I don't get that, but that's my big surprise.
Some people were saying that he had something in his coffee, but that's always what people are going to say when somebody wins something big. So, just sore minds.
If Froome won, then they also said it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's always going to be there, and this sport proves that because, like in latest news, like Rabottini got caught, Vladimir Glinsky, I believe his name is, got caught as well. So there's still EPO and other drugs in the sport. So I believe that it's a fair judgment to say that Contador is dope because he probably is. But I mean, he's innocent until proven guilty. But Chu, what was your biggest upset of this tour?
Well, obviously Contador is the big one, but I thought we would have seen more of guys like Tony Martin and Cancellara, those type of riders, but they really sat back and rode Gruppetto the whole race, and even guys like Degenkolb really surprised me. I didn't really expect that much, and he really was dominating. And is he going to win the points classic? Oh. The points class.
Yes.
Classification. Yeah, it looks like he's going to win that as well. So we were expecting climbers. We thought Contador, Froome, maybe even Quintana. We got a sprinter winner. That's pretty surprising as well. But yeah, generally the Vuelta was a surprise packet. Because we had crashes here for Quintana, and Contador, being the dominant rider. Even Valverde, a lot of people saw him at the tour and said, yeah, this guy's not going to be great at all, back-to-back Grand Tours, And
I was surprised for Valverde in the first week. He, what was it again, that he just paced all the time for Quintana and still attacks away. That was where I was thinking, Valverde could win it. But then
pulling a Richie Port. So, Hans, actually, speaking about upsets, what do you think about Lotto Belisov's performance? They didn't really plan on doing much.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Like, They didn't really do much. They wanted to try and go for the GC, but that failed miserably. Yeah, they were trying to go for the GC with Monfort and Vandenberg as a helper, but instead Vandenberg got behind, Monfort got behind, everyone got behind except Adam Hansen. So
That's the beast.
Yeah, he deserves some respect.
Lotto is basically just individual guys just trying. For example, Adam Hansen won a stage.
yeah, well,
I think they shouldn't go for the GC.
yeah, Lotte Beelsels really needs to talk over and like change their mindset on tours.
But
Cause
didn't-
Looking at the roster, like, what do they have really? They only have Greipel, who's
He's not good
guaranteeing you
anymore.
results.
hey,
Yeah,
don't
and
forget Roeland
everyone
from
else,
classics. Maybe it doesn't
got-
get injured.
I
They
hope
got half
Roland's-
sprinters, and no one, like, really, other than Greipel, no one can really guarantee him
And-
stage wins
It's
here and
actually
there.
true.
Yeah, and
And then-
Greipel is also fading away.
Yeah,
at
he's
the moment.
declining, yeah.
And didn't the leaders or the people who are bosses from Lotto want Vandenberg away?
Yeah,
that he-
they said something like that they aren't trusting Vandenberg anymore that much. There's a big chance that he gets traded away, or
To
something
who
like that.
though? Who would have won Vandenbroek? Because he hasn't really done much. He's been declining.
I was talking with Handsball once
and-
a few
yeah.
weeks ago about this, and we were thinking that Trek or
Trek
something
maybe.
would be
Trek
a good
maybe.
team for them.
But
yeah,
Mollema?
I mean, they got
Yeah,
Mollema.
he can help Mollema, man.
That would be
I
sick.
can
yeah.
see that.
Yeah, that would be a good combo.
But
Lotto really need a new rider, like
Exactly.
a new face of the
Yeah,
you know,
true.
cycling
Yeah.
team guy.
I mean, with all the big transfers going on, like you got Sagan, who's going to be the new big face of Tink of Saxo Bank with Contador. You've got MTM Quebec going in and buying all those second best sprinters in the world. Probably not going to help very much for them, but sure they can go for it. I mean, some teams are trying their best. I mean, even Trek buying in Mollema. We've got a new Orange Rampoot, I believe they're called, the new Dutch team coming up. They bought the Crater.
Orange cycling.
Yeah, they brought the Crater brothers and the cousin as well. I mean, people are transferring. I'm not sure Lotto Bells will know this, but you are in the transfer season. You can make transfers. I mean, when is the last time they made a big like splash signing?
The
Cadel
Gallop.
Evans.
I would, if I was Lotto,
Gallopin
I would
was
look
kinda
at.
good.
I would look at Belking, somebody like Kelderman or
Yeah.
Guessing. Guessing, by the way, that's very surprisingly good as Vuelta.
It's a shame he had to go because of his sick wife.
Yeah,
That
no,
guy has so much unluck. It's
Oh
crazy.
my god.
No, it's his wife was pregnant.
And she was sick, like she was in the hospital.
It
Yeah.
was a bad
I think-
combo.
Also, Lotte Belsel is just concentrating too much on the youngsters. They need to try and sign a veteran or something like that. Because at the moment, they're like training up youngsters from like all different sorts of Belgian teams. But they aren't really doing anything yet, so they really need someone who can actually perform to get
Who
them into
would
Pro
you
Tour.
buy? Who would you buy if you were Lotto?
I would buy someone like Koenig, for example.
Would
Uh,
he
that's
fit
already
in though?
probably-
Would he fit in?
He wouldn't fit in, but like someone
You need the guy.
yes, someone who is like on the level of Koenig, basically, who can
Yeah.
get top 10s in GCs.
No,
Looking at it now, there's not much guys left on the table. It's
yeah, they're
pretty
too late.
now.
It's too late.
Yeah,
Well,
they're getting late.
How do you think Alonso feels? Because he's not able to sign anyone before October. Like the rules say that you can't buy riders without a rider on your team, and you're not a team before you have riders.
But
So he
why-
can't buy riders until he's in October, where he can have
Wait.
free agents.
So he can. He has already 3 invites to the Grand Tours, but
Yeah.
but he can't buy any riders.
Nope,
yet.
nope.
Well,
He is.
That's so weird.
But the thing is, so he can contact him already, maybe, and like
No, but that's not legal
Ah.
though.
he can't contact him. Yet?
Nope.
Yeah, it's
You
annoying,
cannot.
but-
He cannot buy any riders because he's not a team, and to be a team, you have to have riders. Therefore, you can only buy free agents when you get into October, when the free agency market opens. So therefore,
Yeah.
he's gonna get late to all these deals, and he's just gonna be
Aw.
screwed. So
He's going to run the team basically like the teams that signed all the dope riders in the past.
oh,
like,
I know which one you're
Rasmussen.
talking about. Christina
Yeah,
watches
like-
on phone.
Yeah, it's going to happen. Like guys, the best way you can build riders is to get like guys with bad history. Like even guys like Luis Leon Sanchez, he's already gone. So like guys like that, who's got those questionable histories, like that's his only chance of really getting riders right now.
Isn't
It always happens. Like Tyler Hamilton, as well. All those type of riders. Who,
Diego Lisi could be a potential buy.
I was
That's the
thinking
biggest
too.
guy I see who's left. I mean, I'm not sure Lamprey still wants him after this.
Yeah, I think they
Business.
want. They are giving him again a race. So
Well, they're giving him a race
Royce
because
go?
they pay him money and they want him to give money back when he wins races and give points.
Kreuziger, what's happening with him?
I
Sorry, what are you saying?
Kreuziger, Roman Kreuziger, what's
Oh,
happening
he
with
is.
him?
He's still suspended. I mean, they haven't made a judgment on him yet. Like they haven't made up a penalty, so therefore he's just suspended indefinitely until they come up with some sort of penalty. So if they
He's
don't
like-
come up with anything, he's just been suspended, and he comes back. So then he already served his ban. The same thing with Contador. Contador was suspended for half a year, then he got a 2-year ban, but he already served a half year of that ban, so we only had to wait another 1.5 years. So right now they've already punishing him without really making the call to punish him. That's UCI's way of going around the book, which
really
they've done
weird.
so many times before.
Watch Alonso, first signing is going to be Balan, Alessandro Balan. They're going to get him.
That would not surprise me. I mean, he's gonna have a tough time though. Actually, I could see him maybe signing Contador. Like
No.
now,
No, Oleg Tinker would never do
all I
that.
think of is not
Never.
me.
but who else is he gonna sign? Like I know those two guys are really good friends, but what would he do? I mean, he's got nobody to sign.
Sammy Sanchez. I don't know.
I don't know. Alonso's in trouble. I can't even figure it out for him. He's gonna need some master tacticians back in his chambers to figure this one out. But back to the Vuelta a España. That was big of a small off-road trip right there. Let's go back to the topic at hand. I gotta say, we're talking about upsets before and surprises. Fabio Aru has to be one of the biggest stars for the future. If this guy can somewhat follow Quintana in the Giro d'Italia, and he can somewhat follow Valverde, Rodriguez, Froome, and Contador now, and he's only what, like 22, 23? Just
He's
give him
gonna get back, yeah.
give him 2 to 3 years, and then he could win Giro d'Italia and Vuelta a España, or just win the Tour de France. He could be the next Nibali. I got it. He was really, and he didn't get mentioned by you guys, so I thought he deserved the mention because, in my eyes, he is one of the biggest stars of the future. I can't wait to see what he's gonna do.
What would you do if you were starting actually? What races did you put in? Like, this is the real dilemma they got. Do they put Nibali at the Tour again, go Aru,
No.
like, same thing? Or do you put Aru in the Tour with Nibali? Like, that they're generally having a meeting at November, really
would
playing
keep
this out.
Aru.
What would you guys do?
I would keep Aru in the Giro and the Vuelta, not
Yeah.
just the Tour. Otherwise, he may just gets demotivated because he can't follow the pace in case. So I would just put him in the Giro and Vuelta.
I would let him stay in the Giro and the Vuelta just because he can just plainly win them at the moment. So he can already like build up his wins in Grand Tours, and then when he's ready for it, he can go for Tour de France.
See, I have a more cheeky move though, because bringing Nibali to the Tour de France ever again is a huge mistake. Right now, he's got the honors of winning Tour de France. If you bring him back next year, all that glory and honor gone, because he's gonna get destroyed. So never bring Nibali to the Tour de France ever again. Just have the honor of having a champion on the team. Bring him to the Giro d'Italia. Let him get top 3 in the Giro d'Italia. Bring him to the Vuelta a España. Let him get top 3. Bring Aru to the Tour de France. Let him win the youth classification. Don't go for the yellow jersey. Go for the youth classification. That's a huge
I don't
victory
think
for
he
a
can
guy
go
like
for
him.
youth next year.
What?
Next year
He can't go for youth
youth.
anymore next year.
Wait, Aru's 25?
24.
He's gonna
24
become
right now.
25.
No,
next
but
year.
No, he can go for it. Wait, when does the Tour de
Oh,
France
yeah,
start?
go for it.
Yeah,
Wait.
he can just barely go
Stop,
for it.
stop,
It's the
okay.
no. It's the stupid. It's
He's-
the stupid
it's
rule that Talansky also got forced in on her. Like Talansky was technically not 25, but since he turns 25 at the stupid point, baseball lover could explain this way better than I can. But since Aru's birthday is the 3rd of July, which is like 4 or 5 days after the tour starts, he is still allowed in that classification, even though he turns 25 under the race. It's the age you have before the race starts that counts.
Wow.
So Aru's last chance for white classification is next year, and I think he should go for it, honestly.
Oh my god, the Tour de France. This is 15 starts 4 July.
Wait, he starts the 4th July?
Yeah.
Okay, he can't get it then, that's just bad luck.
This is weird. This is gonna be strange.
So, he just can't get it, so retract that for a statement. But I'll still bring him to the
I'm
Tour de
bad
France,
smart,
That's
though.
bro.
so unlucky.
You just born, like, you're born 2 days too early? That sucks.
It feels
One
like
day.
it feels like a weird tour without the defending champion, but saying
No.
that there's a Tour de France curse, like you don't win it 2 years in a row. It hasn't happened since Lance's
Did
time
you
at
miss
Lance.
Horner in the Vuelta a España? I sure didn't. If you would have won it twice in a row, I would have just thrown my TV out the window and never watched the Vuelta again. Such a joke. Imagine Horner driving away from Froome, Contador, and Quintana.
It is so wrong. That would have been so wrong.
The side of that would be so stupid. But I guess if you had to, okay, we're speaking about the Tour d'Italia, Tour de France, and all that. This year, what was your favorite Grand Tour to watch? You can start, Handsball.
Vuelta probably.
Why?
It was closer than normal. The Tour de France was so one-sided. Actually, I think the Giro was also really interesting. I would say that the Giro and the Vuelta really came up as nice races to watch. The Tour was meh, because Nibali was just dominating it all the time, but the second place fights were still there. So these were kind of interesting then.
What did you think, Fias?
Oh, I loved the Giro and the Vuelta, but the Tour de France was just my favorite race this year. It is just amazing. It's vacation. You're sitting here all day in front of your computer screaming at people to attack or do something because you have him in your Velo games team.
You have money on him or something like that.
And then 1 week before 21 stage you hear, or 2 weeks before you hear that you can go to the Paris, and it is just so lucky. And yeah, the Tour de France was just my best.
I gotta say, that was also the highlight of my year, Fias.
It wasn't, mine too, but it wasn't the best tour, but it was just the most fun tour, and will always be.
What do you think, Chew?
Yeah, well, looking at it, my highlight was leading up to the tour, the Dolphin A, like, that was
The
a
Dolphin,
real
yeah.
highlight.
Aw.
That was, like, actually good, and then we hit the tour, and it just comes, like, crashing down. You just have, like, you see just, like, broken dreams, like, every single day, guys crashing. The Vuelta was good, but I didn't watch a live stage until yesterday, because, like, it's just badly timed, and it's not a good time of the season as well. They
you watch
can't
the
really
Giro?
do much about it.
Did you watch it
Giro,
live?
I watched a lot of it. Yeah, I watched a lot of the Giro.
What's the difference of the timing? Because they finished at the same
Well,
time.
The Giro is when I have school holidays as well, but that's why I can watch it. Similar with the Tour de France, but the Vuelta is just bad timing. And yeah, I guess I could watch the time trial today. That's about it. Yeah, my favorite so far, I got favorite stages for each Grand Tour. There's not one that stands out, but the Tour was good. The Tour was good. It was good in a different way. But yeah, I like the Tour.
So, like, every year you read on Daily, you read on Facebook that people much more enjoy watching Tour d'Italia and Vuelta a España. They're better races to watch, but there's just nothing that beats the atmosphere of the Tour de France. And Fias and I can say that personally, because actually being in Paris together, that's like that. Like, I would love to just turn back time, go down there again, get hit in the face by Fias while I'm asleep. I mean, just the stupid things, my wallet almost getting stolen, these sort of stupid things. That just made the Tour de France. Actually being there, watching it live, talking to these big stars, just made the tour so much better. It might not have been a good race to watch, but just the atmosphere that this brings to cycling and just the world in general. It's like the World Cup for football. Nobody ever, to be honest, people grow up, they get less and less interested in football. It becomes a more and more advanced sport and a more boring sport. Like, how many of you guys actually watch football on a regular basis now? Any of you?
No.
Nope.
Every 4 years, World Cup.
Yeah. How many of you guys used to watch it very regularly?
Never.
I did. Every week.
I did too. I used to watch it every single week when I played, but then I grew up and I just didn't want to follow it anymore. But every 4 years, every 2 years, when it's the European Championship and the World Championship, I turn back into it and watch it. It's basically the same thing with the Tour de France. People watch the Tour de France, but they don't watch the Tour d'Italia, they don't watch the Vuelta a España, they don't watch Roubaix. They don't watch those races because they're just not the same atmosphere. You don't watch weekly football games because it's just not the same atmosphere. It's the best way I can describe it.
True.
That's
That was a good explain. Also,
Even
I know
the Great Britain start was great as well.
What?
The Great Britain start, England. That was
Oh
pretty
yeah, the three stages in Great Britain, the Yorkshire stages.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The biggest crowds ever seen in cycling, at least that I've ever seen. Right
On Twitter,
there.
everybody, all the riders went and saying that people were too much people, and they were too close to the riders. It
was such
it
a
was
good
even
start.
dangerous. It
Yeah.
was dangerous. It was
So fun.
insane.
I loved it. I literally loved
Yeah,
it.
that was amazing to watch. I think Utrecht next year can't be that. No way.
We'll beat the Fires. We'll
Yeah,
just
okay,
call.
we
We'll
will
call
be-
all our subscribers. If all like 4,000 of you in total turn up, we'll beat whatever that mini Abdues man was called in
I know
Yorkshire.
I know a lot of our subs because we are kind of same subs are from Holland, so we should totally always do a meetup.
See, I tried doing that at the Tour of Denmark, but nobody really
Yeah,
showed
but
up.
the tour is bigger.
Yeah, I
and
know.
I bet we get at least one guy to us.
Dude, that'd be so cool. But so yeah, in case you guys didn't know, I'm going to Fiascotje's place next year because it's basically starting in his backyard. So next year we're having a small meetup in Utrecht, the Grand Departure. So look out for that. It's gonna be very exciting. Let's next year's Grand Tours. Have they shown the route for the Giro d'Italia yet?
Ooh, that's a good
Not
question.
sure. No, I haven't seen anything. I haven't heard anything. But
No.
what do you think about next year's Grand Tours? Who are we going to be able to look out for next year? I mean, Quintana wants revenge. Froome and Contador wants revenge on Nibali, but Nibali hopefully he's not going to show up because I don't want to see him on the tour again.
No. If Astana really lets him go to the tour,
It's a tactical
then
mistake.
Then it is really. Then I don't know who is controlling that team, but that's dumb.
It's Vernukhrov controlling that team.
Oh yeah,
He's the sports
he
director.
probably needs to know how much it does that to you if you lose it again.
Exactly. But who are you guys looking most forward to in the Grand Tours next year? Which rider are you going to keep a keen eye on for the Grand Tours next year?
Aru.
Me?
No, Handsball first. You said Aru? Why?
Yeah, just the how he has performed this year. He got third in the Giro and he got, well, fifth in this Vuelta. It's just nice to see a prospect like really do good, and I like looking at young riders. Also Bardet, I hope he can do better in next year's tour.
What do you think, Faz?
Okay, I would have not one person to really watch, but I just want to see this battle, Contador against Froome. That's just what I want to see in one Grand Tour. I know we had it in the Vuelta, but that was kind of off season. They weren't, I think, prepared for
It
it.
didn't look like off-season,
No.
but yeah.
No, it was insane. But the Tour de France, I would like to see this battle.
What do you think, Chu?
Quintana, definitely Quintana. I mean, he missed out on the Vuelta. We were expecting him to go to the Tour. Didn't go to the Tour. He's going to be handed the keys to Movistar next year. He's going to be the man to beat, I feel like. And he's a genuine contender. I think he should go in as a favorite. It's hard to see anyone going to beat him, even though we got guys like Contador, Froome as well. If Quintana's at his best, it's going to really spice things up.
See, I actually have a few guys. It's not fair when I see you guys have to have one, but I have a few Tinkoff boys that I want to see next year. Peter Sagan, how is he going to perform in the Grand Tours? How is his team going to evolve around him? Are they going to lead him out, or is he just going to get left on his own?
I think Sagan is again going for the classics.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's also going to go for the Grand Tours. He's going to go for the green jersey no matter what. I don't see him not going for the green jersey in the Tour. That's just a must-win for him. And how is Tinkoff Saxoban going to pull that off? Next, I want to see Rafael Maika. What is he going to do next year? He could basically win the Giro d'Italia and the Vuelta a España if he went for it. I have no doubt in that. Dude, he could win the Giro d'Italia. I tell you that.
He's not going to win crap. He's
can
winning
win that.
stages on the second week.
Know this, guys. Come back to this weekly rant when Rafael Maika wins the Giro d'Italia next year.
Not winning any Grand Tours.
Third of all-
Come on, let's be serious.
My third rider I want to watch is Robert Kieselowski. How is he going to do next year? He's a new signing for Tinkoff Saxo Bank. How is he going to perform? Is he going to be able to go for one of the Grand Tours on his own now that Kreuziger is probably going to get a little suspension? How is he going to perform? Is he going to just be a super domestique? He could potentially get a top 10 on one of the Grand Tours if Oleg Tinkoff allows it. I mean, there are so many other riders on Tinkoff Saxo Bank right now that has potential to do great next year, and I want to see how they pull it all off. But on that,
Belgrand.
well, give that guy a few more years, and you could see him winning Liège-Bastogne-Liège and La Flèche Wallonne, these races. That is his sort of cup of tea. But on that note, guys, please go to Fiascotje's channel, please go to Handsball1's channel, please go to TheChudude's channel. It's time to wrap up the weekly rant. Come back next week when we discuss the World Championships. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys then.